Today na the 13th day of January 2021. And na the program today, we want for learn a table, the Justice Ministry, the updates will then be given on the implementation of the recommendations where they inside the Commission of Inquiry white paper. And then the one can talk about. Because now, yeah, we don't talk, say, if you take we money, do ya give the money back? Because the president don't say no one put in a jail, the other back say they no one put in a jail, what's not, now the money no more they want. So who they ask for we money? We no say no to you own. Now money no more we want back. But before we can look deep, make we go through waiting Nakovac give it today. I get breaking news for you, but we'll reach day. Hey, China talk. Who said they do thing with the cross border now all? Nakovac say the labs them they analyzed 756 tests them. 756 tests in the labs they analyze. Out of that 756 day, 23 be turn out for be positive. 23 turn out for be positive. And then 23 19 na from western area urban, 1 na from western area rural, 1 na from Bont. Bont. Bont self don't remember last week them get 1. Then one they will go holiday na Bont. Now they care this year go di. And they care. All that crowd will be they see. How much days they no be they get dance? Whether they put light and put stage. I don't care and go di. Because social distance no be there. Nothing. Okay. Bont self get 1. Put local 1. Inbound passengers 1. So Dandy, I give you a total number of 23. Okay. Let me see what's in the numbers then don't look like now. Because of that 23 new case where we get, we don't get now a total number of 2,887 positive cases in our salon. For the past 24 hours, nobody not lost in life to COVID-19. So we still stand at 77. They want them where they na the isolation center na 797. 3 more for make we go 800. For the past 24 hours, we get 14 people we recover from coronavirus na salon. The one that were in quarantine na 525. The one that were on discharge na 12,741. Mano River Union countries. I get breaking news. You will find out say for the past almost, is it 3 or 4 days? We don't call out Liberia. Yeah. We don't call out Liberia say, I think for almost 1 week now. For say no, something not right. And it look like for say the message meets them. For say a network na don't put Liberia in a center stage. Say then they do something for this COVID-19 we not look correct too. Because now even yesterday I said we go begin eliminate them. We no talk about the against self. The message sync. Yesterday Liberia report from December 18th when they no report nothing, they no give nobody updates again. Then finally decide now for tell we say yesterday, then we get 4 new cases. So we will feel say, oh, okay, yesterday for new. And then come back today, then say today, then get one new case. They're still not satisfied. They say, no waiting. From that last day will be come we left for you na report. To today, we just dey go now the total number of new cases them. Well, man, I don't think say this number will not give you so today me. I want to accept them. But anyway, una don't give way. We go take a number like that. But from the 18th to today, una no jump safe, una no mistake safe. Anyway, Mano River Union countries for today. Sierra Leone 23, as I've been telling. Guinea 45. Liberia 97. But this 97, not to say na today. Now from that last day, we they not tell we number. Now they can't tell we so now today. Because today when they say na one new case, now they get. But they just want for give you all thing now. They say 97 from the last and they had them for we. Ivory Coast. Patron. Ivory Coast, Yo. 292. Now Ivory Coast give you. So then one day will be the talk say, Liberia no mix again. Liberia don't come up. And when they can count all the number one and not be the greedy with that attendee. Say Liberia no mix again by the game. Liberia na Donald Trump. Well. Liberia no to DT again. Liberia giving 97, but today Liberia want for make we no say na one then get. But na 97 from that last time where they not give. Ivory Coast and they get 292. So even this total number we then give we say for today na 457. No, that's not right. Because Liberia na one then get. But anyway, we'll continue. For the cumulative death. Sierra Leone 77. Guinea 81. Liberia 84. Ivory Coast 140. We give we a total number of 382. So now so we get them for today. Okay. For COVID-19, now the Mano River Union countries them. I know say Nakovactor we say then still they in talks for see how to open the land border willingly because right now essential service and essential people and they go back and forth where they cause more burden on the traders then because you go for bribe your way in and out and whatever. But officially the border then close, but business still they go on. Okay. Joe Bangali say is Ivory Coast now they for win the league. Any joke safe. But one can help today on program proper. We from the Justice Ministry, Lahai Fama, been there yesterday. Now the Ministry of Information, then conference room for able for admonish we. For make we really know waiting at the plan where the government get through the Justice Ministry for make we Sierra Leoneans them we get we money back. Because we want we money. I don't know if you know want you know. But we know say we want we money back. From Lahai Momo Fama. A representative from the Ministry of Justice na Sierra Leone. It can for update we. How them plan waiting at the roadmap for the commissions of inquiry white paper recommendations. What you get fine, what you not get fine. 3 stages. Naya, we be don't learn for say na 90 days. Not so 90 days. Even though the recommendation we been did na 30 days. But the president say no, let we give them 90 days. And the time where the 90 days elapse, we done, na be Christmas Eve. Na it done. If you listen fine now, it teleke for say, then give the accused people a leverage. Francis Benkefala of ACC, in they go after you. The way you come, una arrange. This one, they not go after them. They left them. But in anticipation for say they go do that ACC kind of arrangement. Because you say Mr. Farmer say, if even you come into yourself, you say, that money I not get a money, but I get 60% of the money. We go take her. Then we arrange how you go pay the balance 40%. But those accused people back, they get right for appeal. Even though the question and answer time be gone, but we'll not get time for that right now. We press release be don't comment say Alpha Can in account no freeze again, in travel ban no day again. We go tell you for say all of these people, because I see people and still they talk where they make this statement say they bury money in a grave. If you know side and bury, security no dey way they guard grave. We know say back in the days, we will be small and they talk that word today. No security no they man grave for say because they bury money there. So if in no side and bury money in a grave, why they can't talk? Why they not go pull and say let them display? But he say they send them away them but then go dig grave now because then they look for money with them bury. Me I no say that dig grave day it don't happen from previous administration years ago. And waiting the baba then be they do na diamond bone then they go look for. Because now then be they take for stab people and they say when they stab you with diamond bone, you know they can't to again. That's the idea they rotting or you know they able to live till you die. So now that one day, now we know say make them be they go dig grave from them. So if in now they can't say, then go beg money in a grave, and I know say, even to past leaders them, we be done in as alone. Nobody know the man grave in as alone. They not get security the way the man grave there. So if in sabi, why you not go pull on it? So to me, that one day I not be think say it be even need for mix inside this talk here right now. For about bury money in a grave. But let's come back to the matter. The matter now for say we money. We want to see somebody. I don't forget to that because the comments don't flow now. Say Tripoli, not to the commissions of inquiry money no more. Even the 2019, the Alaji Sela can say no. From where they begin thief na salon, all the money then they will answer. Well, finally. We no want money. Okay. So, make we come back to Usai within here. Stage 1. He say na the stage side and say for take property them, land and host them. He say right now they don't exhaust 20 orders them. 15 rulings them, then they pardon orders then they. He say news people and go meet and say they can give you exclusive this and that. You know they do am in a Ministry of Information and then at the the best place for go talk things. So I make na they go talk so today. That's fine. He say but then one then get for Gazettam. We see the handover, then Gazette. Then the names and the address, then all go deep at the Gazette. Me and you now go no say, and then 20 hosts there, 9 government don't tick. Stage 2. Now for recover the money. Again, it make an unfortunate statement by AAA in standard. Yeah? By AAA in standard. I believe say if he able for tell we for the 20 houses and 20 orders where you say 15 rulings don't they when are 20 hosts including houses and lands, if I able for tell we the amount of money when they go after, but he not tell we that one day. Before that he take a make joke, then he say back no to joke. So which one should we take care? He say computer now they were able to compute the number. Well, then he say some people them saying a joke, but it's not a joke. Whose number they where computer not able to compute? Now so he say, how big is this number? So a big pass salon GDP, because at least with GDP itself we sabiamos. So for make him say so, instead of him saying he not get them available or they not be able for do the total for make we able for present and to we, before that he say computer not the way we go able for get all their number then they. And we will look for your money figure. For me start stay done. It not call no amount. It not call. Now the property, now in then lek, now the property, because the property he give we. But the amount of money, the figures where that we want for no. Because the last time, let me tell you Amos. Not to up to Amos $1 million. We then say then the dollar one will be make it go up more now based on the Ministry of Education, because now then be get heleba misappropriation. But for today, which you listen when yesterday they happen, no amount of money no talk about. Is he trying to play safe? Since he be don't tell we say now we brothers them. Just as I say maybe no computer experts, no dinner saloon. I don't know, but we need figures. Because now the figure now you go make the yam with the pawi, the majiji can find pawi. For say yes, this not the amount we get for get back. But just they talk no more. If we not do this, we go do this. If we not do this, we go do this. You know, call no amount of money. You say when you get time, it go come back. But you say, if you know say you name the day, even if you not get time complete, you say go make arrangements. This arrangement thing, you take, you come back. You take, you come back. Alaji Selassie say AAA, he mentioned about not having a storage for all the information. Alaji. I don't know. I don't know. Well, all look and find no more. All look and find, sir. All look and find. Yesterday, now we be talking about Francis Ben Kaifala. Hmm? He better give you all the numbers them. He give you the figures them. He was ready for that particular press briefing. So for say, Lahai Momo Farmer was not ready for this. The host Leone Isabi. Eh? But for the money, when I ain't we interested, pa more. Because most them go sell the host then they. I used to say, well, I think say the Lahai Momo Farmer not get computer. So that's how you feel. But sometimes it good let them know say we get people them where they think outside the box. Eh? Michael Coker just they say now because it did down and my own jottings where the one them way then tell we say don't begin pay. 30 day where they say then they publish. And from last year where this team begin and they say some man don't begin pay. 30 day will not sabi there. The only thing they tell we now for say they don't unfreeze Alpha Khan, Kaifa Kagbo, and one more person. They don't freeze them because they don't go through waiting them for go through and da. So even by this meeting, they ask them, say, the one they want to say don't begin pay. Now, Uda they Amosuna don't collect. Nothing. Nothing no come back. So who side the one left we? This one is good. I'm not gonna tell you say the implementation and the word way don't can tell we no good. Eh? But why make the no one be transparent with we? And tell we waiting at the amount of money they expect. Then say they don't begin collect. Then say some people they don't begin go make agreements with them. Still let them not tell we nobody will don't go make agreements. What are we saying here? I know they deny say people are not don't go pay. No. I believe say some man go afraid and go pay. But why we not for know the people there? Or we get for wait back, say something then go get for Gazette and back. Well, something now with the Russia. Well, we don't hear. But I think the price is the amount what they expect to one for no. Because that stage today, now they tell you about the recovery. The stage 2. And he say now 136 persons. Hey boo, if you know say now 136 people them, at least if you're able to add them money then they up. Because you know say number 1, now this, number 2, now this, number 3, this is stage 2 in a recovery of money for unlawful acquiring where you don't get her. And some of them money, let me talk back. Like Francis Benkefala. Some of them money now because they not get paper for prove how they spend that. So what's in do? They get for pay them back. 136 people, but we count to the amount. You say computer not the way they add the number. Well, the way to where they find that person, where they can give you the number. Then if you be say calculator CSF able add that number, Mr. Farmer, you go get a question for answer. Unless if now rush them, be rush and say, as anti-corruption, they do that one. Go do one thing. So we self will go just make the team balance. Even though he go tell and say, I not be ready yet. Because I not get that amount of money yet. They say, no, go talk. Go let you go talk because we go balance them. Since then go they talk about the 2019 auditor general report and the 2020 NACO vacuum, we will just chook this one inside the commissions of inquiry in recommendation. So he was not prepared. Maybe. Yeah? But I want to make, because I see people and they say, oh, sometimes I make money short in the country. in case you don't know, from whether white paper come out inside September, all the 136 people in their accounts are frozen. Their accounts are frozen. They're not supposed to collect money from no passive then get another Kukujumuku account too. But their accounts are frozen. So where people then they say, oh, they make money not in a bank. And the money then in a bank. But the one they get no get we yeri after that incident day where the accounts then freeze all the accounts him. Mame Bangura honorable be then a AYV. Where if the government say they need for start making appeal because you know say not do anything wrong and they don't freeze the account. All of them, their accounts are frozen. So it was a smart move on the government. Then pay them inside me. Some man go left you on an account, some man no left you on this, some man pull, some man no pull. But inside September, after they encounter with this recommendation at the white paper, then freeze the whole account. The all account freeze. So any amount of money we did it, suppose for did it. I hope say where them be freezing accounts then they know what thing be they go on. Because if they freeze the accounts now, when they say time for pay, then say, oh, then they can't go after the accounts them. That way they're going to not meet nothing there. It's because to Salon bank system. Yeah? You know, go for you. Because our government say about big time for their account and they will then freeze. Say something they do. Big time then they have up. But if they go now, they be say like how all can talk now the Salon banking system. The way they go. Anyway, they say well now on freeze by laws waiting there nothing. You go under but waiting there nothing. Waiting there under nothing. How the money then come on? How the money they lost? Now I make he say, Mr. Farmer say, I don't know if he be here. He say if anybody be don't find way where they pull money in the account, then he go get himself for blame. That's meaning to say, when they can now for say you get for pay, at least something in the account so then go begin with. Eh? How they can now nothing no day? How this game go turn like for you? Eh? So we just hope say because government is hopeful for say they're going to start with those money in those accounts. Eh? Even though they not tell you how much then they look for. But then Abop say then they start with them money then if they go now, all the account then are zero. Yeah. They go fun you. This Englishman go say heads go roll. Not so. But when they pay that recovery of money, I say, you know, say they were now we brothers them. Of course, we know. You can't say they are your enemies because we're all Sierra Leoneans. We all, now brothers and sisters in the game. So they need for get an understanding. Brothers them. They wanna go pay, let money come out. He say people let me they talk say they say then they chase after. No. What to show that they do am? Then they do am democratically and lawfully. And then they do am. He say, remember? What's in the recommendation be say? 30 days them for pay the money back. The president say, no, bro. Our brothers them. Let them pay. He say 90 days. Then say no waiting. They were because they don't mix their hand inside we money. Because they don't mix their hand inside we money. Who for ban them from politics. President say no, bo. You know, say now brother them. How for ban them? How brother them? You know they ban them. The only two want not the money. Because waiting do. The 2019 Auditor General report don't prove them. Why make we not for ban? Eh? 2019 audit report. Now prove and so. The NACO vacuum now for 2020 special. What 220 then go to 20 million then go pay so. So why if you so for ban? Because if you ban, previous so, present so, future all then go ban. Politics don't go then again as a we not go get politician again. So now brothers then, let them just bring the money where they don't take. Simple. But if you feel say because you and we brother, you no one bring the money, you know say you don't play kuku jumukupa with money. You still no one bring her, but you want make that something which that guy business now you want for do. Though you say back to the go appeal. If you lost that appeal, all waiting we spend, where the state spend, you dey pay. Even the money, you go pay with interest. Even when the president don't say no, forgive you 90 days. Because now 30 days, the recommendation say. We go even waive that 90 days and penalize you back on top of the bargain. But with all of this, why not they put nobody in a jail? Why we for go feed you back? Where be say na the state money, now we will take feed you. Why they put somebody in a jail? We they chase after the money. We they go say who don't come on at the bank. We they go inside your house, even till you bid where you they lay down. We go take her and sell her. Then if that one they don't do anything what you buy, as long as that thing get value, we they go after her. You only told me but I ask for how long? How long? Because you're not gonna go after the jail, you go take what you get for take then. How long you go after them? Because we know how salon politics do. Even just I see some man they right say, who that go buy that host day? I think it was AYV on Sunday, one of them where this white paper recommendations come on. There was a statement on the show for say, who that go buy the host? Where you know say where government change. That person they come back for news. You know that become saying go buy? Like Lawrence Lima, the deputy minister, internal affairs. He say he wants to say non buy the house day, he non tap day, let government change, let us say the can't pull and day. We be saying I'm right. Because somebody asked I just know that go buy the house. Me ask say who that go buy the bed. Now auction. Can I say to the bed all and they go for her? Who go buy bed? Hey, where you go lay down there for sleep? Whose kind dream you go they dream? Where lay down at bed for sleep? Whose kind dream? Oh, daddy God. Salon. So they don't tell you saying by law. They're not a violent party. And they do them violently. No. And they do them in a way where you go pay. Then go after you. Then go chase after you. But one side there where Mr. Farmer be one pull parable. The parable it not be look for don't find no. I don't know if I'm mistake. Because he say he better for make you die. Na die poor, na he be one say. But just cham ayanda. Then he die in a way of waiting. Now that's how they talk about collecting the money. Hey, Salon. like I said before, I go say now, we want to money. Now I make way some people be the talk, Francis Benkefala, any kind we say 23 billion collected. Eh? Collected 23 billion. Who need forget and kudos that side. So the wait now low see how much he go collect here now. But for this one, where Mr. Laifama they can't tell about grave then go dig, he saying worth in grave self the opener. That means say them be think say himself being buried in wealth with money. You wanna wait till he say oh. Say the boy then they go and open grave. But one thing where we all I think for agree is we money we want her. And we just hope we'll say as the money they come back. You know what thing go sad? After this administration don't come on, another commissions of inquiry set up for money where them be collect by commissions of inquiry where they no able account for. You get it I say just no. I say the saddest part we go make me and you feel say now finally we need for abandon to partia. Now where be say these commissions of inquiry done, we collect certain amount of money. Done, we not able to get any head or tail about the money then they. Then after this administration, another inquiry set up. Again, for can look inside this inquiry money where they collect. But then they not go funny. It not go funny at all. But finally, then it will be like if I say na the coconut 8 game, ping, and then play with. So now I make yesterday, you go hear the call now where people and be the call now for waiting. Now for say that money where they don't collect first, then they begin use and all that we see. Now they don't begin collect. Now so they tell we for take them for their word. Say they don't begin collect. All for that they say then they don't begin collect. That's true. How much they don't begin collect to no sabi? Who that then collect from no sabi, but they don't begin collect. And we want me then collect. But at the end, the money then they will then collect. Make it be say, it end up in the good hands. Now no more. So that we the people them, the money no go to recycle for the same thing. Same thing. Not so that we want. Okay. I hope so you don't get an understanding. For we money. The money we it be for say computer now day. We go able for calculate and write now. Salon. Okay, Gimbo. And you can't take him from Will. But for now, make we bring us friend, make we hear what thing he gets for we. Yes, us friend, you get the platform, sir.
Yeah, thank you very much, Triple for giving me the platform, and thanks to all the listeners and viewers here. And one more, thank you very much, and we'll tell Mr. Lahai more thank you. We're able for kind of the media yesterday for kind of updates. Well, some of we were still hungry for say actually address, or sometimes we will say it might have addressed, but there are still questions to be asked. Like when you try for talk about in parable where he pull, that parable, I think say what he try for bring that parable he not done so. He now like respect. He try for say we don't go take the entire in hand in terms of when they talk about the olive branch, where the government, where the president say he don't give them based on brotherhood. Since you don't take them why then you then wait and we take an hand, you can't give. So if now we go meet you, where you know one come, you go forfeit that olive branch. So you go finally you die with respect, that you die poor with respect, that you die something. Something like that you might have want to bring. But again, what's that question? Why then get for tell them for stop for talk? Because say now stop then stop and for talk, that paper wouldn't go give them I believe because not too small writing for say continue for talk this. So straight away go sit down. So but you know go know what they know how they talk again or what you don't talk, for talk again. But coming to this commission of inquiry, we actually then they try for showing outcome. We all know say that we don't bring this commission of inquiry based on the type of burden where the country gets, and burden bearers them one are the civilian populace, the burden bearers where the one them back where they execute this lawyer. And then you see say the white paper now in come where they talk regarding now the spokesman for the outcome. In other words, not to the person, the white paper itself. So that it interprets everything we don't depend on that commission of inquiry in the form of a white paper, then bring them to the government for letting them go able for decide through the judiciary and the Ministry of Information. Because they're responsible for receive them and try for pass recommendation then to the government. So, but then why I will not say in the commissioner based on a certain reason why, because they go with their own constitutional instrument. When are they 64, number 64, where they put 2018, they put the commission of inquiry wherein they bring the one of the chief justice Diobele, and one of them and other people, and they were one who based and still one a Ghanaian or so. But they bring all these people and so that they will able to do this job here. So when they're done, then get a recommendation. Then turn out to white paper and give few recommendations and they wouldn't give. So the government been taking one the ARM say, well, some of the recommendations, they not go with them, but some of them, then go with them. That's we read about that one day. Okay, so then go on now, they say, waiting at this time for let them be able to implement this. So now in Mr. Farmer, they try for tell we are now say, this, the burden, where then gets, how then go able to pull this burden, now for let them go execute the law, and then they get 3 stages where he talk. Then the civilians embark, don't they cry, say, well, we don't they struggle, we not get a life, we not get this, they say they get a burden of economic problem. How then they go come about? Now in the government say, well, we see. Say other international bodies and say, well, we can't do this, so the people will get this. But this has been done now. Then the civilians and they still wait for let them go know what's in the outcome. Then get hopes of this outcome of the white paper is questionable. You don't begin to see the light? Yeah, when they see the light, they go. So it creates a kind of anxiety inside the people now. So instead of the burden, then go reduce them, now, or they alleviate them, so it will be able for lesson. Now more than they try for let it go become bigger at some stage. But again, they say that because they are waiting to get it. Then again, you will say, well, at the time they go. And then you come to the area now where now down where now the justice sign now where they tell you about how this white paper they get for work. They say they don't do that stages there, but then get one stage, you say they don't get the information. The information where they wait for. Because you mentioned once I say, well, they don't write the 16th December. He said they are still waiting for this information. But again, we go see as you don't give numbers of figures of people every day. We say get this figure, you go question. Then the amount has been published on the website of the Commission of Inquiry. The white paper back there, and then they distribute them to everybody. And when everybody can, they say it's available. Well, we're not going to say if we can't speak for them on the behalf, that you go try for talk, say, well, then go see another one day enough for do. But again, enough we can say, ain't no know, and in the wait for the information, we then get for collate and for put together. So you question now, say, well, now, which kind of statistics would they want for make for let this information will get for be presentable to the people in Manila, will give them what they need for know. And they will give them back to the one day way they need for know while would they go do will obligation would have for execute the law. But again, they say before they go ahead of this. Then they ask back permission, let the Ministry of Information help them for publish this information. Then they forget okay from there. So they wait for the one way that is okay with the information, then they'll apply back for them go able to forget permission, whether information here come, they will put them by name, by amount, and so forth. But the amount we will have just highlight now, the one will be concerned at the health union. Because the health union, you ever we don't give recommendation. You see, the first one where he give, I think that the amount of money then quite too big. They give the one first of all at the area of the Ebola money. They talk about 85 billion, 2 billion, 239 million, 736,226 leones. And the US dollar now 471,993. That are the first one first. And they get different states. Then they talk about the Ministry of Health and Sanitation. Then get two sections. Then get more than 2 billion. Then get the other one more than 2 billion again. Then they get the other one of more than 2 billion, and then get about 360 million US dollars. So those amounts are there on the website of the Commission of Inquiry. But the idea is that sometimes, if instead of they can't tell we like they say, okay, the information this so it is so, but would they wait for long to put them in the formality according to the law? Maybe naturally the people then go able to understand say, well, they wait because I saw the law say. But all what they tell me about what the law say, now waiting in the execute, and then waiting in the wait for let only it publish this information. But it not tell we waiting the law say, well, why they not go bring information, or why he not able to get access to that information. And the access to information, the act identify for publishing in different forms. When you need information, you not get that, you get an act there. Then now they charge 70 million euros to this bank because they not give the information about the dollar based on the what they send. So those areas of information, but we don't know if that will cover the judiciary. But I believe say that any area on MBA and other sector there, that law they did. So they ask access to information. He don't ask for that, or they can't give. But he don't talk for them, say the information is not able to come together because of they're not able to forget the system, what are the scientific method for put them. So all these kind of things, either they try to reduce the burden. So you go try for question yourself, say, now irrational optimism or the rational one. For the irrational one, what do you know about irrational optimism? Now, also you the person, based on the knowledge where you get, then the insufficient data where you get, then you give an idea to the people, then sometimes you know go get a good effect. But again, we don't know if what's in the tell we so now it's standing. But you go question them because it don't tell we about the amount of people there. It don't tell we about if they wait for the information. Then if they tell we about publishing the information, then you don't tell we the amount of people there who they don't give order them. So you go question all these things for say, well, what thing I go want to know about this thing? It look a bit doubtful. The only thing we get for wait till the end of it. But again, when you say they wait till the end of it, you go say, well, I know they follow. They go lost me during the path of me following this information. And then in the end, we come back to the same area where the aim of the Commission of Inquiry, will succeed because we are left blank. We don't know who that do this. We don't know what they be take, why they take them. We not see receipt wherein the law say you as a civil service worker or anybody you will always get receipts of anything because the law did it of anything where you do any expenditure. But if the country decide what he don't say, then they prosecute them based on the evidence. So if they try for tell we say him whether you go appeal or you not appeal, because it bring that example at the time of the appeal section where people don't go appeal. So the appeal section now he don't say, well, there is evidence for long go ahead this. So you go say, well, the tactics in the play for say we not go, we not get evidence. But again, you go ask, say, people then they go appeal because they try for CC. Oh well, the route where they want to pass, where they get the verdict, the route where they pass, not the right route. So when we go argue afterwards, they not even bring expert for check this, or afterwards this thing enough value read this, or afterwards I've been getting the system and they get account day. So all those excuses are coming, or afterwards not to me sign them because those are the areas. Or I just know, but not to me sign them. So all those areas when they go happen, but if they fear say back. You don't tell them, see, they will lost the olive branch, what they give them. And when they lost the olive branch, then go get for forfeit everything, wherein they go most likely, because the olive branch, like the area where they not put the other recommendation there. Now, the other recommendation, they will say, they will buy you from politics, and some of them, they might even jail them. So those are the ones where you not just tell me. So you go see, say there is work going on, but the work where they go now, you go say, is it rational approach that they do or an irrational approach? Or will they wait for long we see the end product? But waiting to see the end product, you not go know. Waiting there for be the outcome. So you want for every stage, let it will be clear, and then you see before you go to the next stage. Just like in they go with these stages of 1, 2, and 3. So then go able for recover this. And yesterday, like how they just say, in the introduce in the beginning, we forget formation because we say this is the area, that boundary they were the day because of the policy this or the relationship or the or my good friend who belong this long will do or politics on come when at that reason they delay. Well, somehow he writes. But the only thing with this democratic sentiment and spiritual sentiment where you say that in that brotherhood day, that one day you go question and say, in they make the actual justice not come. So in other words, unknowingly, it happen to another form, not to help them, they happen again. Well, for the one we don't do to this other section of this other side. So until then they're inside this government, then be there work for that one day. Also, people that will question, they don't have questions. Then go see, well, maybe not that they not act on this. So the one way that the one way they act on the end, if you always say, oh, sorry for now. Well, you will say again, well, what about the one who then go say brotherhood? Now you go make them why they don't pay, or some man they don't pull, they don't give them position on this, or some man they don't even open, they don't get any money, don't freeze because you don't go pay what for pay. So all those kind of things you get for question them. So then therefore you balance them so I will know like I talk say the cost where the commission of inquiry cost because like $10,000 and they pay each month to those judges for the period where they serve. So you go ask that money they will get for can pull now equivalent because anyway it sound them at some point. So the question say it go equal so that the battle now that one day, and that is the burden all we then get. And then the government now, we don't give them the law, now then they get for the test now back, waiting that then your job. Are they going to try and say how will they delay with this information, this number, why will they put on? Because now we give an executive power, we don't add for we will change that clause day. This year I will sit down for let them give them more power. We will have to do this. But again, you will ask say and two sector the work because the commission of inquiry done, then this that the judicial section the execute with the finance for it for the bank of Sierra Leone for recover the amount. Then you go see say back get the commission of inquiry what they do, I mean the ACC anti-corruption, then they do their own section. So all these are things we are burdening them where they work with people I believe say then go and forget an answer. But so far so good, I'm still having a doubt of what is going on. I know there's something going on, but the doubt we may get, the hope we I get, is still a glimmer of hope. And I only hope say God will be able for me, they're able for pursue this and get them to the right area where people will be able to get satisfaction. Thank you very much for giving me the platform.
Thank you very much, Usman.
Yeah, it was welcome, sir.
Yeah. We money, we want them back. Commission of Inquiry, we don't all. And then we don't give we figures them. Now the Justice Department say, then they give warning. Go make agreement. That ACC kind of agreement. They lock you up, oh. But that money, any kind where you get for pay. If you want for appeal, it's fine. Go make you go appeal. But if you lost the appeal, the thing will go come after Iboku. What if you win the appeal? No be tell we that one day. If you win the appeal, waiting go come. Eh? Yes, caller, ID live on air. You name and side call from, please.
Simply, this is Alaji. I come from Maryland.
Yes, Alaji, you get 3 minutes, sir.
Okay. Maybe the only problem I get with this guy in the portrait he give, where he the person get like 60%, he they pay, then they're going to make a payment arrangement. You understand? And with that person, you not gonna forget that job they again. You understand? I'm not sure. Maybe they will go put her back at the job where you go do more. What you don't do pass for like to cover losses. Because if you don't find you guilty of corruption, or if you say they don't assume say you corrupt, if you pay such a body, they don't pay all that money. They go pay half. Who said they go pull the rest for the payer? Who say they pull them unless you get a job. And if then why you look, they don't find you say they are corrupt. You don't put everything corrupt. Then they go hire you back. You work in that same place again. When salon, not everybody just put out for salon business because this is pure I don't know how for column, but then they're not for allowance. They're not for allow. If they find you 10 million, you don't pay the 10 million, the rest, they go do community service for that 10 million day. Let everybody know say this is doing that this country I will make, you understand, we'll put up for that community service. Then they go clean bomb. Then they clean the street. Let people know say they were watching and do that this country are not good. But for them to say they can't pay half of the money, they say they pay the best. Now make it up for the do payment arrangement, you understand? Because you know say posting the work, and like you go take your mortgage, you still make a payment arrangement. You know what I mean? Because you work. But salon where you go don't thief millions of dollars, they go pay small. Who say they put up the rest of the money for payer? The rest, either they put on a Pademba road or they put on community service where they go start from morning, 8 o'clock in the morning to 11:59. 8 o'clock in the morning to 11:59. I mean, you let the people say, yes, we see yours for this year. Because how long will they pay this? How long will they pay this? They're going to go pay small money they want to pay, or they go hide. They everything done. Or even said, maybe said they need to pay. Then the guy said they're not getting record chef. Who said they're going to put the record? You don't get a computer. How you going to put all the one in record say this because for a future reference? Because tomorrow, if they can't audit you now, say well, all the money I will collect from them people here, look, that this will collect from them, this is their signature, this is what we did. Then when I don't make everybody, when I don't do a transparency for everybody for know what thing they go on. But without that just for talk no more, you understand? Now talk no more with the area, then they bring proof, say this is what we did, this is what we can do, that this they don't pay, that this amount left, we don't hear nothing, just talk no more. Huh? Me, Abba. I don't know get triple. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Alaji.
You're welcome, sir.
Yeah. Yes, caller, they live on air. You name and side call from, please.
Yeah, the call from Greece. Her name is.
Yes, you get 3 minutes, sir.
Okay. So, like I talk concerning the COI. Something we watch
turn down the volume. I don't know if it's TV or you work a come this small.
Okay. Sometimes the way people they talk about corruption business is the mean saying a joke. But anyway, the people then they do their own best. Then people they do their own best. So therefore we wait them because sometimes like if we wait this paper come up, even one time we, for example, Ben Kelfala attack the former president, say he gets something for answer due to the COI. People say Russia, why not we slow them begin Kaisai. As you say this corruption and fet Nasaro. Now everybody fet. Everybody for joining them fet this fet. We for always is some man in the wait some more, always say once now police see flaws. As you see flaws, we begin talk. That man don't tell you say you don't collect 26 million. Okay, now you talk. For example, journalists then they not to TV journalists then they for crazy amount of journalists for can't tell you not to that man don't tell you don't which is say now collect. At least it left to you the dynamic will get beaucoup journalists and now they get access to information. They do all kinds of collect and get information. And don't go say if you go let go see the receipt or the bank who said they put the money, they don't allow the agency. So people they make the thing the difficult this corruption business. Because we all know get stable mind, than the day na the X, than the day Y. When you talk correct, than the support, than the Now, few people in the fed genuinely for this corruption business as a rule. Like this UI, therefore, don't take another money and over their benke fala. Because me now, a signer, he wait say this na this. Although they get their own any kind of way, motaman, again, your problem. Again, whether it favor everybody in the world, it happen outside. But collective efforts they make, when these guys then teach other na country three. You see how many people they can bash them out. Say because now in plan you mean now we say they do this, they do and so for do post we corrupt. And now we for fact say this ban where they for ban the politician there, they then put in a jail. We say that law the year you don't count and say they then pay back, but we the citizens them, we not agree. We need for demonstrate peacefully say this law let them jail them. If they jail them, they let because a business, you just well they put me as a minister at if $1 million. What if $1 million? It's a 1 year investor. Say the year they don't get profit. If you then count COI, they say sorry, audit, they say active. I will say yes, active. But if I will account for some account, the balance are the paid because I don't make profit. You see, so therefore jail the people there. We the people need for where we don't put no law. Well, we the citizens there, we need money because money they very vital. Corruption bad. Corruption. I know makes a lot for don't elect today. So if we all come together as citizens, we ban this blue and black business. Now we country. We get people like yes, we stand for the two, but the country don't turn to we talk so today, they already to talk. So you don't the thing they don't call waiting comedy business. Look you today in the laugh, you make a laugh say where they talk because the thing don't turn comedy business, whether they can say great. See they talk. No. You see, so this corruption business now all man you fit this, not to one game possible. When they say then now the young law they don't put we the citizen need for say well this lawyer they then jail them people out what it is. Next day you be afraid for thief because it na business. If I go thief they let the chon say I must get small thief with a thief, the balance are they pay. So now my own contribution there.
Thank you very much, caller.
Yeah.
Yes, caller, they live on air. Your name and who the call from, please.
I'm Kuruma. I call from the United States.
Yes, Kuruma, you get 3 minutes, sir.
Yeah, Triple A. You know, when you watch Salon, a post-war country, we really try for say, you know, like if you can watch the last election, the ruling party, you know, a win by narrow margin with the main opposition. That is show how strong the opposition is. And you know the illiteracy rate in the country, they make, you know, we people not they really know say, you know, them politicians they are, you know, they exploit it. The other thing when I go try for say, you know, in real life, you know, some person here for pay you hang on the most powerful court. If that person say yes, I get for pay you, and you not go for jail. If even I will get for jail, maybe now we go don't deny say I no pay that money. But as long as I mean you don't say yes, I get for pay this person. The next year remember you get for come up with payment plan. With me can I bring this example can you know like the opposition and how you watch them, you know, then get up on other country. If they can decide, you know, for like go after, you know, most of the people are we get for pay this money. Trust me, it will be another recipe for unrest other country. We all see, like we get a particular partner that country with them. They're not even like they're not even like consider the ruling the current government, you know, it rule with. It's like then there's now president, but we not to president. And if you can watch, you know, most of the alleged and we get for parent book money, you know, Nara side and this. You know, and when you watch, you know, the previous administration, they not be ever never defeated, you know, them before lost power. This thing came as a surprise. Okay, like I see you mentioned Alpha Khan say, they don't let me account. Alpha Khan, somebody who watch it and say maybe in a way not sympathizer of the current ruling party, Narambic. But Alpha Khan, personally Sabian, but a man, he look like say, the kind why in the playing game, he kind of looks smart. Generally, a man, he look like say, a very, very smart in life. Even though they're in governance, when you see the constitution say, if you go and go, for the big tickets, you get 4 resign 1 year, before election. Though the party be in governance, but it makes sure say, it follow that protocol. Then we all say, and it possible say, Alpha Khan, maybe instead of eating it. But the only thing maybe it get in procedures and we it follow. We make the COI label found guilty. And like the recent incident happened where they arrest like one Alejo, from the previous administration. When I've been one prisoner where it Pandeba Road. What be say, like once a while, like tension be mount. Let alone, most of them guys we get for Paris money. Usare can go like arrest all, bring them kind of Pandeba. I don't say, but come on, they talk say if they're not agree for Paris money, then go. If then say they run after them people and then now my intention will I can't stay back. Me, I'm not really against the idea, for the flexibility. At the end of the day, waiting just a more, now really know the publishing people are in name, and they know the show just like when you talk, say, not everybody money. Then why it's like then for the publishing name, let people know them. Let people know them say, Mara chief salon money. Now I'm here for say, thank you very much. I will continue to listen.
Thank you very much, Koma. Yes, call ID live on air. Your name and who the call from, please.
It's Ezekiel, the call from Oregon.
3 minutes, sir.
Thank you so much, Triple A. The thing where is so confusing, and obviously the administration they left with at this guessing game. When you're in authority and you team up behind the microphone, you talk to not just only to the country but to the international world, and then you suggest something where you not get no evidence. Now this more the cause problem. This now the other thing Tradiwa they say with the anti-corruption guy. When you stand out and begin to talk about people the way they can't go run after, when you not even get no evidence of sure evidence, not to think where you for announce. You go to Mappy and they talk about people that put money inside grave. What's evidence we in get for talk Randy? And it cause more problems so that speculation go there all over the place. It's so unfortunate. It's so unfortunate. And the same thing, just like how the previous caller, now they make speculation about Alpha Khan. And this is the problem. If you say you don't collect that much money, from who? Who you collect what from? Educate the public. Plus, the thing we are confused about is the anti-corruption just there for investigate without on thief and prosecute them, or now then they collect. Because this thing is causing more problems. Then they confuse people and the more. If you don't take somebody in a court, the courts don't go clear, say, yes, this person is guilty of stealing something. Therefore, be straightforward. Right there at the court, then go even issue the document for garnish your account. If they get money in the account, which they don't find them guilty of from the courts, legally from the country, they go issue that warrant today, then garnish your account. That paper now they can go to the bank straight away. No bank not the way they deny government verdict. If you hear somebody get money issue, you come at the bank, you say, oh, this person owe me, so I need for put money in the bank. Would they laugh you? Would they laugh you and ask so that we'll not go call police on you? But when the letter can land na me desk, boom, it's a court verdict say this person for garnish your account. Straight away, No waste time at the input time, the account garnish process begin. So when them become the collectors, I'm confused. When they become the collectors, that means then they pass verdict. Now they become supreme because now they can make decision how much they for collect from this person and would they for let go. When? Where is the rules and regulations where they go by? The last time the anti-corruption guy talks, they get the power authority for prosecute. I don't know which other power they get. Then get power for arrest. If then they arrest, even police, if police they arrest, they forget warrant for somebody arrest. So would have they give them the warrant? Then are confused. Then they continue for confused people. First, then they say, oh, this person need for come answer questions. You know, people are wild up, and then now they can't call numbers. So you say you get this number now for come. What did they talk about? Which valid document court say this person don't steal? Hey, kangaroo court by the anti-corruption. Now they investigate, now in the court case, now in the collector from you. Wow. I'm confused. Really? You know, you don't get finding, you believe her, take them to court. Then the court pass that verdict. The court even get the right for giving a paper saying, garnish this person account. You don't need for freezer. What the alpha can be do when the account be freeze? What you don't find that clear for lay you not freeze the account again? All secret. Why we not go speculate? Why we not go talk? Anti-corruption supposed to make every hidden thing come outside. Now then they make them more hidden. That's not my contribution. Let them help we understand some things, please. Thank you so much, Triple A.
Okay, thank you very much, Ezekiel.
Yes, sir.
On this one way Ezekiel they talk, if we were on the follow anti-corruption, we know say yes, anti-corruption they act on lead. Then based on the findings, they're able for ask you for payback without even going to court. But anti-corruption also they take to court. Anti-corruption they ask say they want for see you. Anti-corruption through the Justice Ministry can also issue a warrant of arrest, because we remember for the former president we also anti-corruption say and then get so time if he not come then go issue a warrant of arrest for him. Not to say that anti-corruption they do and per se, but because then they work with the Justice Ministry. I stand to be corrected here, but because then they work with the Justice Ministry, now through them then go seek that warrant of arrest. Anti-corruption, yes, then they call you for investigation, and if they're not done, then can detain you. These are some of the things them where anti-corruption they do. And in the collection of money, let me say now like where anti-corruption don't say it's already in the powers way then get. After this, let's use an example of the audit service then report. Audit service sample report. Anti-corruption able go say, hey, can't make you can do this and this and this. If you want, you can tell them say no, can't me go court. Then una go court. Okay. I hope say I able for answer one or two day. Yes, caller ID live on air. Your name and side call from please.
Yes, good evening. This is Nancy, they call from the US.
Yes, Nancy, you get 3 minutes, man.
Yes, thank you. Yeah, what me want to talk about today is 10 people that are this money business when they say then they go bury, they bury them now and then graveyard. Let them not make let them teach man and begin go assume people body them more, they look for money. Because this way they don't drop so now. You know, say people then disgruntled, people then they struggle. And then if man and they then what they are, then we begin go and dig these people then they spend money. So the second one I want to talk about, I don't talk him now, Saturday. I will talk him again. And I go ask this question again. We know day where it be say we'll get an MOU with most of the country, if not all, majority of the country who know say Sierra Leone and then they intend for go frequently, now they rampant for the go keep money. We be say whatever money we steal, especially the politicians them, You steal money, you find out, say you go open money accounts outside the country, no matter whether within Africa now or Europe or America, and find out, say you don't go keep this amount of money where you're not supposed for forget. They above whatever it is you pay or whatever for the time where you don't serve now the office. If we were able to forget like that memorandum there of understanding where be say then go flag say this person I don't can't keep so money now, let the country do investigation, and if he belongs to that person they is still we go able to forget and back and bring and come back now with country. If we were able to do that, we know they for let people them the one the way they before we understand but then for let them go make let people then sign. Let the Sierra Leone and then sign for we will get that understanding there. So we will reduce this looting where they go on at the country. At least if we politicians they know say, get no place for hide. Any money where you steal, whatever property, whether you steal, you go buy property, the country able forget the right for can take that property they back end and sell them and take the money and go back na the country. It will make this steer so way they attract them. Everybody want go make money from politics and salon. You want get rich quick, they go become a politician. It will become on the attraction will reduce. Then we'll not say, okay, I'll look for something else. And not for me if you mean active man. If they're able to do that, let them do that. If we not do that, then why are they go fend all kind way? Then we'll still continue. Whether you go then go na Ghana, Gambia, wherever for go keep the money. Instead of them invest in the country, hire then young people them. They know they do them. Then they go to them outside. And then when you die, now what? Your country lost. You lost. You people the way you say for now relate way something them for benefit. They will not go benefit then a salon because not to the only care go. So what's in the thing now? Them country there are people in the thief. Yes, we know that corruption there everywhere, all over the world. But the difference between we and them. Then they go steal from we and tell we back we steal from we self and count to them. And we they steal from we, count to the wise, then they go check back again, then make we begin to confuse among each other. Whilst we're not busy, they fetch for that crumbs, then take whatever they want, and then they can build their own country. Then we should all they fight each other. Anything for them, all them politicians, they get way for get out. Una way then a salon now they fetch each other, go take neck, go fetch for this politician. When problem for them, I enforce the left, you did panic discuss. So me I they ask this question, if anybody they listen, where they out there, where patriotic enough, and they get concern and they get connection, let them find way, let we able forget win whatever money we then steal for, let we go to back na salon.
Thank you very much, Nancy.
Thanks for having me.
Yes, caller, ID live on air. You name and inside the call from, please.
Yeah, this is not Mike. I call from Philadelphia.
3 minutes, Mike.
Yeah, I know they take long today. Me just want to know, how come the man they lock it up? How come they not put them on Patemba Road? But they're too important. They now put them for pay the money no more than before. Everywhere they for lock it up. If regular thief man go thief na street, then they lock her up. How come everywhere they take big money and they left it and they go? And the thing is back. Them politicians there and them people they holding the power. Would they give them too much priority? Regular person na Panemba Road they end up so. For one there, they go pay small money they come out. And them people they don't take we serious. They don't take we serious at all. I just want not my contribution anymore. Let them lock it all up. Let them lock it up. Now the only way that they wouldn't go begin afraid for thief. But then the thief will no consequences. They make when thief you go pay small money. Now easy thing that day. When thief when they know say then they lock you up, then go afraid for the thief. I mean contribution anymore.
Thank you very much, Mike.
All right.
The phone line be don't close, but we'll just squeeze you in. You get 3 minutes. Your name and inside the call from, please.
Oh, this is Sanu had a call from Ohio. How are you?
Yes, sir. 3 minutes.
Yep. Oh, my man, Mike. I'll just respond to Mike quickly. Is that ultimately they play for lock? They do all them petty here? My brother. Now, what they know one that I country. I'm telling you, I think we no one that I country. That's what money for them. That's why I mistake do any other thing violence everything. Now, we say one they talk now, they follow you so. They don't follow you so. They don't look at you, they don't put the cost into all back. My brother, African politics. Now, so the folks were. Like, when they bring the idea, say, when they pay back the money, make them big this year, make them big this year. When they try, I call it, they say that money, they have free money to them. Have free money. They don't account some money, they have free money. I'm so happy what Tripoli will bring now with say very clever Tripoli. Who is talk say in case this administration come out, that money all they don't get like open color say don't get 23 or 25 billion something like that. You know, if a government change, they are back in the car or the day, well, we'll have to say we'll not collect their money. How would I use that? What's how would I put that? In case they are wouldn't collect through 2024 come back or 10 the day come back and they will implement them, then they lost power. Right? Like what people succeed someone did. It could be very, very difficult. My brother, a lot of to collect people and then solve this country, then solve them problem of corruption. I always say, presidentbio, build institutions, change some things, bring the institution, build them, don't change the documents, don't try to simplify the documents for this commission of inquiry. Me, if I left for me, then give the commission of inquiry power for prosecute, arrest, and give you everything. You know, that will look better. And while President Biola left a legacy, let empower the constitution, may change most of the other things in the constitution. Now I know we will solve. But my brother, the way other countries on this one, my friend, now I push and cut. I'm telling you, I push and cut. People in a time bomb. They can't other call as they no more. If they make any other people, look who said they made the margin, a very small margin. They make any good start here. Like go to police, when I go buy the house, when I go do the day, nobody, they will go tell somebody it's African politics. I mean, they can buy this. Like how long you want to be able to try this, you go back. Who go back? Who say, you can't match the way somebody say in a new house. But if they're able to put laws now, if they're able to amend the constitution and put laws in place, we're going to prevent some people to forget their house and they again, what's the issue? Now, number one, therefore amend the constitution. But if they left us so no more, my friend, this is everybody, yeah, about the tax. This money I see in the Kenya, so we don't need a thank you, nothing. That shape family, the shape, I say, man, this is about government money. Who knows the service of this money? Oh, what is our money? No, shape. That's all I'm saying. Thank you, man.
Thank you very much, Sanu. What do you want for say now in the closing? Sierra Leoneans, we don't want to take risk. Meaning, in waiting, we anticipate say go happen if there are stringent measures against people with thief shallow money. We anticipate say the worst thing go happen. If we anticipate say the worst go happen, then why would they go after the money? Because the least we can do, and for make after the person don't pay back, there are consequences. Not to microcredits or not to loan you go think in a bank. Wait for make you use them how you want use them. When they come, then catch up with you, then they say, oh, can't give the money back. Because the same thing we see now, and the same thing back we see back yesterday. All we want now we money back. I tell we now just to say why you no go see the ban on politicians, because waiting do if to say the recommendation be done all water, only people we pay that 220 million right now to ACC. Then for ban themselves. For knowing and not talking, for mixing, all. You will go buy Bluetooth, you know, for buy Bluetooth, you know, say no. Once you not go through the procedure, we mean say you are incompetent for the job. Unless if you say now apprentice them now they will hire, they can't learn na the job. But if you are hired, you better do the correct thing. If you fail for do the correct thing, you should be fired. Not so? But this one where they talk no more, all time they talk say, if they do that then so go happen, if they do that then so go happen, then why? Why? How do we want to fix things? At least community service for day. At least. Let we know say some kind of then go display them teachers then are cutting tree. Now they no more than for display. You know per them money then they get so how many souls then die in a salon where the money then they for be don't take care of if them be do the right thing. You know? So sometimes they really baffle me. That we want for do something, but we no want for do. Now we waiting for the help for vex so say we want. Now we dey anticipate say no then go fet, no then go do this, no na so then go do. Then they call back say water not in the country, lights not in the country, this not in the country. They not ban because everybody in Anne Pansalo politics is dirty. One way or the other. Auditor General go prove them out. So now I make them no ban. Na so me thinker. Na so I take her. They say no, if them ban just now, then go say na because of they want sideline them for pulling and politics, but they not ban the political party. Not to the party them ban. Other people then go come, then go take care of the party. Now when you come, so now you go so say yes, if them ban A, okay, B go come. Not to the political party them ban. Now the political party no. So why are we trying to link this money with political party, with politicians? No, they are individuals. Until we the Sierra Leonean, the we self begin for separate the individual to the political party the way they represent. But even at that, we for able for make sure say people them way they in authority. We get for untie the ties between the politicians and the political party there. By way man a one na parliament. That one way, if parliamentarian talk A, with the political party say na B for talk, we go affect them. All that one they will for untie them. We for untie say, if you still all political party, executive positions them. My dear, you know for put on per any per status inside the government. But then they say now, you know now, because they see the political party then, as suppose you take presidency then now, would that not be they do and self now? Then self now then they get chairman for the political party one thing. Because then they try for tie the political party, then they try for tie with waiting they go on at the government. So now I make they see all this so. I mean, could they see all this? But until we untie, where you go there, you know, president, yes, you know, still member of your party, nobody not take that from you. But we want make by the politics you did it. Now I make take do the talk now. Hey, you know what thing go happen? What thing go happen? Other people are not the way able to take care of the party. If they ban you, say you thief. Other person not there. But you know why? They won't do it. I repeat again, Auditor General don't prove it now. I mean, they no go do it. Okay, they say that they are extreme measures. So, not for ban. Fine. They say put in a jail. They say no, we not for put in a jail. Because what thing do? Now the government back line go can't feed you. Because, imagine, now, yeah? I say the commissions of inquiry na 136 people them. Now they name them did it for payback money. So they no go jail them. but go make agreement for go pay. As I say na just not say microcredit on a bank loan. Oma for Minneapolis say even loan or microcredit, not to your money. So you get to be careful or you go die pandet. So then why the country money? We for make we day in a better position. Forget with 24 hours light. Forget clean drinking water. You go so you open pump. Simple thing like that. The simple thing, no? But now the money then the float so. All now they get one pot. One pot. Inside this same one pot. Inside this same one pot, consolidated from the same one pot, now they will get almost billion loss. So you think say people ain't afraid? No. They're not. Because it's not all in the name of the political party. Not in the name of the individual himself. So how one salon for better this better? How? How we want her? When are we back? Call us no, now the right way then they do so. If they do anything, first go for another country, if they do anything, this and that. Now the stages them, now me don't show so. Now the stages that don't show so. For make fentanyl come out, we untie the political party to the individual. Period. Let we untie. When you come inside the government for serve, yes, you just be an ordinary member to a political party. So when then they say that they ban you, the party not lost, other person they. The other person take care of. Even if not the chairman by the party, now I misbehave for them. But when chairman self now he no go the inside government, so he go able to do work fine. He go able to do work fine. But again, I go repeat and I don't talk before. Politics is not cheap. Politics not cheap. Most of them money away they see so. Hey, Salon, as an administration win today, tomorrow they don't begin campaign for the next election. So when they make appointments, when they give you better know what they care to the party because election not cheap. Money get for surface. Not to have the minister of land say in a food in be they go distribute. Who make minister of land the food distributor by election? Who that make them for buy? But hey, my dear, you get for doing your own part. You get for doing your own part for go distribute food. See, all man they admire and say, hey, this minister of finance, they all eat. Sideway enough for day. Why? Because then for no say, that's it for that by election and that it be go. So now I make all this one way name they play. Nothing no they happen to her. Because of waiting, the party. The party. If we begin from parliament, we begin from the political appointments, and just be an ordinary member na your political party. So we misbehave, like go think come on now, then go then final say yes, not true, then ban you, come out. Go sit down full, you are banned. Can't look we ban list, we go long. Can't look at. That's the way they want to appoint you, you dey behave where you go there. If they're not banning you now, self, well, my dear, una salon dirty, you dey go clean gutter. You go clean gutter. We don't clean gutter 1 week, 2 week, 1 month. Come a kituma now they give the paper for sign. You give him a kituma the paper for sign. Now is supervisor. The makituma we get in table near day. Say I don't can't do, I don't can't clean. And I you say for doing not to you bobo there. You think say person not go behave himself. Solomon, he not like disgrace so. Eh? He not like disgrace. Trust. But we, Salon people, we all mob justice pantif man, and they all kind of area for cantif we. They all can jump offense for cantif. And we sabi. For do waiting the law not even permits we for do. And then they will sabi for do. Because we catch thief man, if I hand over to police do investigation, then we'll carry on. But in Sierra Leone, they say, no, we hand over to police and say it happen. So what about the politicians? Eh? The saddest thing is, Sierra Leoneans will not believe we safe. Because of waiting, politics. Even though she don't have the talk. Even while she don't have the talk. You know how much man they suck tits now they cost me? So look and she don't that. They don't get a brown envelope and I make. Sierra Leone. Eh? Say they for this government. I must then they accuse me. They for this government. Yesterday, then go there accuse me, say, oh, they against the government. Today then go there accuse me, say, oh, they for now then they coconuted. Then they would pa. They don't confuse we. Confuse.com. We can't even reason for we safe. We can't. For say, okay, una no one ban, fine. Una no one jail, fine. But there should be consequences. Eh? Let them clean gutter. Let them go brush farm. They go keep them more healthy safe because them belly like me na ya. Not to so. Go keep them more healthy. Let them do something so that they go no say now because of this time make we do this. What's na salon? Hey, Mr. Farmer, how you graveyard story? I hope say na I know say you get for can update we back the next time. Eh? We get the figures for the 136 people. Because I saw you promise you. You say you can update we back. There we come. Now pull that graveyard story again. Ah. I don't know so I never order that computer though. But if you want your network can help una. You get computer big one. And you go take all kind number where they put. You're able for compute Twitter. Eh? Yeah. They big. As we say, we want we money. And we still need them people and they forget some kind of consequences. We not to find one. Eh? Okay. We'll go there back tomorrow. Tomorrow we can talk about the national ID card. I don't know if you don't watch that video there. If you don't watch it, it's on YouTube, Share Network Production. We talk about the national ID card. Now we want for talk about. Because now we'll be asked say, wait about them people in a salon. Then get national ID card, then get this, then get that. What's in the worker with? Then I be promised say we go send the camera for go ask. We don't send the camera don't go fair not. We even go to the office. But we can't discuss about that. Sierra Leone Museum. Una look here beef with Sierra Network. But who go hear the matter? So anybody sabi the person where they in charge of museum na salon. Do ya? Tell and say you go hear the matter. As na that no ma dey left us for now. But salon museum waiting they come. Yeah? I no go deep. I just left and so. Like I said, if you sabi the person within a museum, tell them, oh, yeah? Just tell her. Say the name don't begin playing here. And if not so they want them, now where they go? Now local thing, yeah? Or the local thing and come tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll go there for talk. We not the sleep, we not the nod. We open wide. So make them understand that. Till we meet again tomorrow. Triple say, tata.